champion, Fancy, and Dez battling it out for the belt. Let's take a look at Dez. Danville, California, Peyton Tuma. We got, by the way, got an all Cowboys final. These are two big Cowboys fans battling it out. And for Dez, it's about getting back to glory, getting another belt.
No doubt about it. Getting back, had a down Madden 24 season in some regards, still made some events, but he wants glory in Madden 25. He wants to be the best in the world. And to start, you got to take down Fancy here in our championship game and secure yourself a spot in that Madden Bowl.
It is Levis back to pass. Faces the wrong way. Spins around. I've never seen Levis make that sort of play.
There goes to that seam streak. And once again, remember, these guys know each other so well. So Fancy has seen this Packers offense a million times in their lab games. So how will Dez try to pull something different out of his sleeve here to catch Fancy off guard maybe?
Dez with the ball first, looking to get off to a quick start. It is Levis back to pass. In route. Little bit of an inaccurate pass. I don't know if he let that inside, but Brown makes the catch. A.J. Brown for a first down.
Yeah, it goes to that backside dig route, a little custom stem deeper down the field. Really, really good way to attack that zone coverage right in that little seam near the hash mark.
Levis back to work.
Ooh.
I just threw that a little early on that inverted whip route.
Yeah, and it was open too, and we know those inverted whip routes are just amazing, right? They beat man coverage, they get in between zones, and it was open just a little bit early on the throw.
Levis underneath, he finds Kyle Pitts, and it's a first down, and we've already got Dez down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he goes verticals there, puts the running back on a streak. He's got the little quick check down to the tight end drag, and Kyle Pitts, too much speed, picks up a first down. Well, this has been his bread and butter. He's going to go 5 out here. Watch that corner route to DK Metcalf.
And I can guarantee you, Fancy already knows what's going to be coming his way. Watching that corner route, he's probably seen it a million times. He probably gave him the adjustment to it.
2nd and 10. I think we've all figured out what Tyler Davis wants to start every meal off with. It's a little bread and butter.
Oh, yeah.
He's got that gluten craving.
GF bread and butter?
That GF bread and butter goes crazy.
Nothing like what we ate last night, though.
Tyler Davis was blown away by the seafood boil. The Cajun crab boil.
That was crazy.
Changed Tyler Davis's life.
My life was changed.
How do I open this? What am I eating? Help me. We should just give him the crawfish and let him go to town. Good luck. 3rd and 10. Chase motions from right to left. Levis takes the snap. I don't know what that snap animation is. He keeps turning his back basically to the entire field. It's going to be 4th and 10.
It's because it's a play-action play. Sometimes you get these weird snaps. You get that weird drop back because he had the wheel there. He's trying to throw it quick on that auto motion.
Our first big play of the game, 4th and 10.
He's doing a lot of thinking here. A little bit hesitant on his play call.
We go to tight open.
I like the fact Fancy going to that 6-1. Maybe trying to catch Dez off guard.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second to snap the ball, and it's going to be a delay game.
Does he take his 3 now?
I think you do, right?
Yeah, I always like that too. You come out, see what you got. If you don't like it, you take the delay and you kick your 3.
He didn't miss this one short. He got this one up and good. 3-0. So an early score for Dez, but it feels like user an early win for Fancy, holding him to 3.
Yeah, that's big because Fancy isn't known for his defense, and then he's able to go down there and hold Dez on his opening drive to 3 points. And Fancy, both these guys, they lab together. They're prepared for everything.
Jacob Worthington, Frisco, Texas native, Cowboys fan. He started playing back in Madden NFL 07, which was, I believe, about 10 years after Tyler Davis was good at the game. And the oldest belt winner since Joke. Madden 97 was really your game, wasn't it?
All right, Maroon. Mr. Maroon over there.
So you're supposed to say Maroon 5. Like, come on, we can do better than that, all right? All right?
Whatever.
All right? Okay.
I'm done with you, Mazesco.
Captain Sonny D over here.
Yeah.
What user?
This is crazy.
Mr. Eggplant over there.
This is crazy.
You've never seen an eggplant in your life. Whatever. First and
I have, but not the way he's thinking.
All right, we can shut it down now.
Man.
We had a good run. Why did user's microphone get muted? Levis steps up, he'll pick up 3. Because at this moment, we'd like to say we're offering auditions for the desk here. Yes.
Put the boomskis up in the chat, man.
Trips to the left side. Trips tight end flex. Right up the seam. Jamar Chase through contact. Snap, throw, first down.
Quick seam throw there versus that double mug. You know you're getting zone coverage there. No one out there to guard it. Quick throw, like the recognition there from Fancy.
Yeah, because you know those defensive end, they cannot come out of that 4-point stance fast enough to stop that seam route, even if he was going to drop him back.
Give him a taste of his own medicine. That little cheat motion. Quick throw. It's Taylor. And Taylor picking up 7.
And that's smart from Fancy, right? When you got that cheat wheel, you have to put a cloud flight out there to try to defend that wheel. So what do? Throw another little table route underneath it, almost like a design screen almost, because you got the lead blocker with the wheel. You can check it down to the running back. That's a nice play call there from Fancy.
Motions A.J. Brown. Scream off the edge. 3rd and 3. Lucky that one just falls incomplete.
Could have been a throw out of sack, interception. Max Crosby right there, just a foot away. Hand off.
Wow, a run play. And it's a first down for Fancy. Didn't see a lot of success out of the run. We saw him mix it in a little bit, but I think 7 yards might be his longest gain of the day on the ground.
Rarely goes to the ground game. And then very surprising on 3rd down, he goes to it and goes right back to it here.
There goes Fred, the Florida Gator, picking up a first down to the 16-yard line.
Fancy saying he sees something on that run game, running that double mug. Dad's going to have to make an adjustment.
Well, you see there, he's got the numbers because the slot DBs line up on the right, so he knows he has the advantage here with his bunch to the left side, and that's why he's gone back to it 3 plays in a row. If you're Dez, yeah, you have to adjust here. You got to flip with the offense. This time Dez does that, gets his slot DB lined up on the trip side. But it doesn't matter.
End zone, touchdown, the first one of this final. It's Jacob Worthington. Fancy looking for back-to-back belts, and he starts off on the right foot.
That's what makes this offense so tough to defend, right? You got this cheat motion that's coming from right to left. You come on your bunch flip, then you can audible to trips tight end. You got to flip your defense to guard the trips receivers. There's just so much to worry about in this Fancy offense, especially with all these motions, these flips. It's a real headache for the defense.
And that's what made Dollar so good pre-patch, because you could have those DBs and safeties just kind of lined up in all positions that you need.
Yep, exactly.
Symmetrical. It didn't matter whether you went trips tight end, bunch close right here. Like you said, just wide open the seam. Nobody on top of the receiver. And just an easy read touchdown. But the thing is now that Dollar doesn't have any pressure. Fancy back out here in that 6-1.
See if you can get that A-gap to come in. He's hovering, and there it is. Oh, good read.
And a really good read from Dez. Saw the pressure immediately, finds Kyle Pitts up the seam for first down. Levis back to work. Splits Taylor out of the backfield, goes 5 out against the 6-1.
I mean, this is...
And he just gets ready. He still finds DK Metcalf.
Well, once again, I got to get my notebook out because that A-gap is looking
I'm
good.
telling you, it's not easy. It looks easy. It is not easy to get that.
I mean, let's be clear. He's gotten pressure on the last 3 plays, and he's had 2 completions against it and picked up about 40 yards. But I love this approach from Fancy. He's just looking at Dez and going, I'm not going to let you sit in the pocket and dice me up. This time he drops out of it with Rodriguez, goes to the corner. That's a dangerous throw, but he just gets over the head of the defender, and Kyle Pitts is into the end zone. Touchdown, Dez.
Dez right there, able to flip his offense. Fancy, unable to get his adjustments down quick enough. Linebacker trying to get back into position.
Who do you think's more nervous for this game, Dez or Dez's dad? I have a feeling it's not Dez.
I think it's definitely Dez's dad. Gotta like what he sees there, though, with that big play touchdown. His son taking the lead. And interesting, gonna go for 2, though.
Analytics going crazy. Back in the end zone. No, it's gonna be a stay in 9-7 game.
You like that decision, user?
No, but I mean, obviously these guys are lab partners. So he knows something to try to be more aggressive.
Well, and he's got to feel good playing against the defense that Fancy is showing here with the 6-1. That shows a confidence that you can find those seams against the 6-1. As we take a look one more time. Boy, this looked like it was about a foot from being a pick. Instead, it's Kyle Pitts into the end zone. The family support here.
Dad loving it, rightfully so. Goes with that high-low read there. The tight end corner out with the underneath table route to the running back. Cloud flat defender, kind of in no man's land, and throws the corner out behind him.
Quick throw to the wheel. He came back calf out of bounds. First down.
See if Dez gets his defense lined up correctly here. And once again, you got to worry about this over motion on the right side.
It was there. It was picked up. It was picked up early. He had him down the field, though.
Yeah, he did. It got behind the cloud flat. He also had the running back early there out of the backfield.
C route was open too.
Man, okay. So everything was open. It was an incomplete pass. I'm just saying, this MCS broadcast booth makes the best reads when the sticks aren't in our hands and we got the power of replay.
Oh, yeah.
We're so good at it. Make sure your EA account's linked to your Twitch account. You're earning those drops. Get that Isaiah Simmons, designed by the man who's in this final right now, Fancy.
You heard what Siv said. You heard what he tweeted. Our job in the chat is to help the streamer. Tell them who's open, who they missed their read to.
Yeah, I mean, I know usually when you stream and somebody goes, you missed B, you're like, thank you. I appreciate it.
I mean, we appreciate that, We appreciate that. All the streamers out there, Clever God, Bud, Skimbo, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate it.
We appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah, man.
You sit there and go, you know what? I did miss that read, and I appreciate you letting me know, because I didn't know that.
Thank you. I mean, we can't see everything.
Yeah, it's true.
You got some adjustments, some tips we're waiting for.
Flying some defense, let me know. Let me step in.
Willie was screaming there, user. I know you love that Willie. Cover 6.
That cover 6 going crazy. Levis back to work. Out of the backfield, he finds Tucker for a first down. Look at the chess match, back and forth.
It's high-level stuff. That's where you get to when two guys that play each other so much. They know each other so well.
And he goes to the ground game. This has been pretty effective. Look at Tucker. Hit him with the stiff arm. Get off me. First and goal to the 9-yard line.
I wonder if we see maybe second half Dez gets out of this double mug, right? It's been obviously so successful for him today, but Fancy just knows it so well. And he's really causing so many problems for it with all the motion, the flipping, going to the base, to the strong side of his offense, to the weak side of the defense. Like, I don't know. If I'm Dez, I might get out of this in the second half because Fancy just has it dialed in.
And here, trips tight end flex.
Here's the wheel, flat.
Tackles.
It's a good tackle. I mean, overwhelm that side of the field, 2 routes for 1 defender. But if you're Fancy, you're fine with that.
But here Dez goes. He gets out of the double mug, goes to Dollar.
The Dollar can stop the run, but the double mug was getting cooked.
Interesting too, going the Dollar inside, inside the 5-yard line.
You don't put out 6 DBs too often inside the 5?
Stays in the Dollar here too.
I just love for one time them just break out a defense format and nobody like, hey, here's 3-4 odd. Wait, why? Surprise. Bunch over to the right side. Levis back to pass. Waiting, and the pressure gets there. 4th and goal.
Big decision.
We've seen Fancy be pretty conservative with these plays. and come out and just kick his three, and it looks like he is just going to settle for the 3 points at a premium with 2 great competitors. Kick is up. It is good. It's 10-9. One-point game. Belt on the line. $50,000 to the winner of this game. Second place taking home 20, a $30,000. How many $30,000 game Maddens have you had?
That's a good question. Not many. What are you giving me that look for?
When he says, 0 is not many.
It's not many.
The cap is crazy. You're trying to insinuate.
Try to do it.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like that's a good answer. Not many.
Not many.
And how many is not many?
0.
If you can't name any of them, then you didn't have any of them. Okay?
Not many, though. Oh, man.
How many cookies do you have? Not many. How many is not many? 0. 3rd and 7. He picks up a couple on the drag
That's
route.
crazy. I'm going to use that the next time. How many girlfriends you got? Not many. This is crazy.
How much money you got in your pocket? Not many. Not much. 0.
Oh, my goodness.
Bring the bunch tight to the formation. A.J. Brown, the solo wide receiver on the left side. Look, it's Mel Kiper's dream. No too high safety look.
Oh, my goodness.
Was that Micah?
Yeah, that was Micah.
Micah got a tweet about that one. There's no way he's dropping that.
It's been a few times now where Dez has got this bad animation at the snap, and it's really costed him a couple times here.
Who burns the timeout right there? Fancy. Not ready on defense. 4th and 7. He understands how huge these downs are. You're trying to get off the field.
Goes back to the bunch. Comes that motion. See if he gets that animation out of this play. He doesn't. No play action on that one. R1, is he going to take the shot? Does he got him past Joey Porter Jr.? It's DK Metcalf. 10-5. Big play on 4th down. Dad's happy. Dez is happy. You can tell from the bright smile on his face.
Dad's loving what he's seeing. Once again, though, user Fancy gambles on the switch stick. He comes down, bites down on it. The streak gets behind it. And now Dez already unsuccessful on his first 2-point conversion. This one is critical, though. This one is big to go up 7. But he's not going to do it. He's going to take his extra point.
2:06. Still the 2-minute warning. Still 2 timeouts in the pocket for Fancy. Plenty of time. I mean, we might see 2 or 3 touchdowns in this time. Let's be honest. As the kick's up, it's good. It's 16-10.
Fancy just unable to get pressure right there out of the 6-1. Choosing only to send 4. And that's big.
Take a look at this one more time. You saw it. Metcalf just cleared the user. Just enough speed to get over the top and into the end zone. Big play. I mean, it's a momentum changer. If he doesn't pick that up, all of a sudden Fancy's got a short field with the lead. Instead, Dez takes back the lead. Quick throw to the backfield to Tucker. Boy, how big has Tucker been so far in this first half?
Tucker's been huge. Goes to that curl flat play. The defense worried about the tight end drag, the angle route. Kind of comes out of the backfield a little bit behind it, a little delayed there. Nice check down, 2nd and inches. See if Fancy tries to make this the final possession before half.
He's going to take the shot. He's looking for A.J. Brown just over the head of the Ole Miss Rebel.
I'm not mad at it, though. 2nd and inches, that's the perfect time you want to take a shot right there, seeing if you have a step on that defender in man-to-man coverage.
Third and short. Pressure. Both sides. Making a Will Levis sandwich.
Yeah, it looked like Dez might have sent 7 there, 6 or 7.
He sent 7. 7 with his user. Huge 4th and inches. I kind of wonder if Fancy wish he had ran the ball because he's been able to be successful
Especially
running
with
the ball.
that halfback base,
Yeah, with that halfback base.
Yeah, might go to it here. Look for one, if not, maybe the RPO, some type of flat route.
There's the trips to the wide side. Kyle Pitts in that flex tight end position. Brown with the motion. Pressure, and Dez gets a stop before the half. And Fancy with a head shake because he knows this game has changed in about 5 plays.
Absolutely huge stop right there for Dez. That could be the momentum shifter that he needed to get a stop right now when Fancy's played flawless on offense all day. And to hold him 2nd inches, 3rd inches, and 4th and inches, not easy to do. Right here, you got to capitalize. But even for Dez right now, 3 points is big if you can use this clock and make it a 2-possession lead at half. So look for him to start to chew this clock and really methodically move the ball.
16-10, Levis in the shotgun for Dez, up by 6 with the ball. Clock running, Levis back to pass. Here comes that pressure up the middle. Quick throw, it's DK Metcalf with the catch at the 20, and he'll take it all the way down to the 16-yard line. Timeout taken, only 1 remaining for Fancy.
And you can see Dez just seems like he's prepared for that 6-1. Even though Fancy is getting that A-gap pressure with that defensive tackle, Dez just sitting back there comfortably making the right read.
By the way, I know we're watching Madden, but 0-6 Kennesaw State just beat 5-0 Liberty.
Wow.
They were the biggest underdogs of the season. They were a 27.5-point underdog, and they won outright.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kennesaw State, first year in Division I. Out of the backfield, it is Fred Taylor down to the 7-yard line, 30 yard.
That's so tough because you're so worried about that cheat motion. You're so worried about the seam streak. Then you got this running back. He's just coming out of the backfield, a little streak route. You're not even thinking about it. A nice little check down there. Manageable 3rd and 1 here. Does he go to the ground game? Is he going to call timeout? He is.
41 seconds left in the first half.
Whole playbook's really open on this 3rd and 1. You can run the ball. You can pass the ball. We haven't seen Dez go to this bunch tight end too much. He likes that little RPO, that overload he creates out of this. We haven't seen it much in this game versus Fancy. And there it is.
There goes that Pitts over to the left side. Levis. Got that weird animation again. This time he makes a strike. DK Metcalf doesn't care about any contact.
Dez has got this red zone offense down to a T with this overload. This is some nerdy stuff, Mazesco, and I absolutely love it. You motion over the tight end. You get all these receivers on one side. There's so much to worry about, and he simply just throws in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. I love it.
That's a hot one. "37 seconds, no timeouts right here. Fancy has to use that sideline to try to get some points as we take a quick look back at the replay. Just a hot one, hot ball to Metcalf. Putting so much stress on Fancy defense right there in the red zone when he motioned that tight end over.
Dez knew it. He's saying, that's too hot. Cooking up a laser. And Fancy with no timeouts usually. He's in a tough spot right here.
Even getting 3, though, is big. Just get it to a 10-point game. Well, that's not going to help. Defense. Thy name is Dez. 23-10. Clock down to 17 seconds. Down to 16 seconds. Timeout taken by Dez. I love that. Forces him to get into the hurry up. Use a lot of that clock. And then goes, wait a second. I'm not ready for this. He doesn't need his timeouts for the second half. By 2 for Levis. I mean, the problem is you can't get tackled in bounds. Yeah, he's going to throw it to Chase, and I guess he's happy that he dropped it. 10 seconds left, 3rd and 12.
And what's tough about this situation, if you don't pick up this first, do you punt it? Because he could get 3. Runs the ball, try to burn that last time out off of him. Picks up the first, that's all you get.
Taylor picks up the first down, but that will take us to halftime. What an impressive second quarter from Dez. 23-10 in the words of the great RG. He's got him in a mental pretzel right now. I mean, this has been an impressive half. It is going to be fancy at the ball to start the second half here. And we will show you that second half kickoff from USAA Stadium. Tucker will take this from the 3-yard line up past the 10 to the 15 to the 20, hits a juke move and takes a big hit.
This is a huge drive for Fancy right here. Got to go down and get 7. Got to find a way to beat this double mug.
This time only 4 is brought, and he finds Jamar Chase. You give him a little time, and he finds a little space. First down, Fancy.
And there's that poster out there, Jamar Chase. A card we haven't seen too much of, right? We see a lot of DK Metcalf. You see a lot of A.J. Brown. But Fancy does love that Jamar Chase, and he goes to him there on the poster out over the middle.
Now Levis back in the shotgun, bunch over to the right side. It's Chase in motion from right to left on that little cheat motion play. And he will look for Jamar Chase out of the backfield. First down, Fancy taking what the defense gives him.
Good drive so far. He's going with good tempo, using that cheat motion he loves here out of the Detroit bunch. Nasty. Throws it to him before the cloud defender can react. See if he goes right back to the same play.
Goes right back to the flat. It's Fred Taylor this time. Nice recognition of the pressure. 2nd and 4, you see right there. The most feared challenge champion belt. And for both these guys, it's right there. They are so close to it. They've got to stay focused, though. There's a lot of game left.
That's a good-looking belt. And don't forget, $50,000 on the line, too.
Jamar Chase avoids the defender to the 10, to the 5. Tries to hit the stop and go. He'll get all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Jamar Chase having a big second half here early for Fancy, getting them going a little bit. We didn't see much of them in the first half. Now down inside the 1, and this is where he loves that I-form close formation here. Watch for that halfback stretch.
And that's how you respond if you're Fancy. Go down there and get 7 quick.
Ball's to the 1-yard line, goes to I-form. Saw him run stretch, tries to pass it, and the entire defense said, no, you're not getting away with that.
And that's one of those situations, are you overthinking it? Are you trying to get too cute? You're at the 1-yard line. You know he's going to run commit. You try to catch him off guard with the pass, but do you need to do that on first down at the 1?
I don't think that stretch was going to work anyway. Hey, but it did.
There's Okoye. Can he get to the pylon? No, what a tackle by the wild man.
You got to dive. We got to get in there. Somehow, some way, we got to get in there.
Third and goal.
Yeah, we got a Superman jump or something. We got to go one of those Superman dives.
Does this feel, I mean, again, you feel like when you're down on the 1-yard line, you sometimes just, you get a little, like, just give the ball to Okoye. Get him into the end zone. Run the stretch play. And the Nigerian Nightmare finds himself in the end zone for 6. Step 1 complete for Fancy. Back to a 1-score game.
Fancy's going to go for 2 here. Down 7. Try to make this a 5-point game. Dez back in the dollar. This is what he's been going to in the red zone to defend this.
Good defense.
Yeah, just like that, it stays a 7-point game.
You know, because last time when he ran that play, he had the in route on the backside wide open. He was waiting for the whip route, though. But this time, you know, he was going back to it. But you could tell Dez remembered that.
Now, can Fancy find some defense? Looked good on that first drive. Dez had a couple of short fields, a couple turnovers. What does Fancy have for him? All sorts of time, but he throws it up into double coverage, and Joey Porter Jr. has brought Fancy back to life. First play, interception. interception, and we got a new ball game, gentlemen.
Live?
That's a whole lot of life.
Real early right there. Fancy playing defense. Like I said right before we in the half, this is a different Fancy. You know, you might be used to Fancy saying, oh, well, it's over. He's going to lay down the fold. But, you know, it's a difference now. He has that monkey off his back with already one belt.
Just the wrong read there for Dez. He had some things open. I thought he had the corner. I thought he had the return route, the inverted dig. He threaded the needle there, forced it to the streak.
Cheat motion, Levis over the middle, finding DK Metcalf. What a pass lead. In between 4 black jerseys is DK Metcalf. The Ole Miss product picking up a first down. Remember when everybody said DK Metcalf was just like a combine freak? He wasn't going to ever turn into it. Couldn't run routes. Oh, boy, were they wrong.
Oh, that's a dot.
That's Jamar. And Jamar Chase, everybody knew was going to be good. Into the end zone, an extra point away from tying this up.
House call for Jamar Chase, and just like that, Fancy ties this ball game up. Here we go, boys. This is what we wanted. This is what we expected out of these two in our championship game.
23 apiece. Jordan on one side, Jordan on the other. As Reed will take this inside the 10-yard line to the 15. And he'll lay down to the 22-yard line. Take a look one more time. Too easy.
Just wide open.
Number one.
Chase on a straight streak up the field. You know, a lot of people are probably wondering why, you know, these guys are laying down on the kickoff. You know, if you don't know, you know, when you even select conservative on the offensive side, it has no effect on special teams.
So you can still fumble that
So you
ball.
can still fumble on the kickoff. So these guys understand, hey, we're not going to risk it. Let me get as much yards as I can and then lay down.
Make sure you, if you haven't been doing it, make sure you do it now. Link your EA account, Twitch account, scan that QR code right now. Earn those drops just for watching. And a reminder, guys, we've got that survey in the chat. Make sure you fill that out. We want your feedback, continuing to improve and make the MCS broadcast better and better each and every time. So you can fill that out. We would appreciate it.
I will say that's the best I've seen that play played today.
Yeah,
He didn't switch too hard to give up the streak.
Yeah.
It's almost a play that makes you get uber aggressive on the switch stick, and it's one you almost need a little more patience on.
This is one of Dez's bread and butters too. You got the return route, but you got the out route to the running back.
What about over the middle to Gates? Oh, Porter tried to make a play, but big 8-5 has a first down.
You got to be careful when you're throwing to that pick artist, because we already know that pick artist will take that ball away from the receiver. Tackles.
Fred Taylor trying to find some room. There wasn't a whole lot there. Buck 28 and counting in the third quarter. Here in our championship matchup, Nick Mazesco, Tyler Davis. One great user along with you here from the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress in Winter Park, Florida.
Nice tackle. Good click on, good user dive right there. That's big time.
As we near the 1 minute mark and cross that 1 minute mark in the third quarter, it is Levis in the shotgun. Bunch to the right side, A.J. Brown, solo receiver to the left side. Chase, Metcalf, and Gates in the bunch. Pressure up the middle. Levis in trouble and just gets rid of it and falls harmlessly to the ground. Fourth and 9.
That's good defense in the 6-1 right there. You watch him hit the line, get the A-gap pressure, then switch off to the corner route. Like, he knew exactly where this ball was going.
Micah Parsons coming free there. And now he goes to the dollar user. You like that decision?
I don't know. The cover 6 Willie or edge blitz. We will see which one it is. Could be the cover 6 Willie. You're going to watch that looper if it is.
Yeah, if you see him come the A-gap, that's the cover 6 Willie. If he goes to the outside around the edge, that's the edge blitz. Both very popular right now in this dollar formation.
The chess match. Play clock down to 1. He's going to take a delay game. 4th and 9 will become 4th and 14.
And the thing about that cover 6 Willie, it's good if the pressure gets there. If it doesn't, like we said, remember it's going to be a match and defense, so you can give up a big play.
4th and 14 user, are you a guy that brings pressure, makes make a quick read?
Oh, we sending everybody. Zone drops at 20.
And now he goes, he's out of the dollar. He's in the 4-3. He's in nickel over, it looks like here.
Quick snap. Pressure trying to get there.
Swat.
Looking for Gates and a swat. Who else? Joey Porter Jr. Fancy back-to-back defensive stops.
Yeah, what a second half so far to start this third quarter. Back-to-back defensive stops. We talked about Fancy's offense, but we also talked about how the switch stick has really made him one of the best defensive players. And he hasn't really relied on the switch stick too much, but able to get that user swat right there is absolutely huge.
The pocket. Just not. He's gonna tap. Okay.
Oh.
My goodness.
He fumbled and recovered it.
Wow. Wow.
That could have swung the entire game. Will Levis puts the pigskin on the ground.
But
And
forget that.
Fancy is praying to whatever God he believes and saying, thank you so much that we recovered that.
What are we doing with the air truck?
The air
He
truck.
went air
Crazy.
truck.
Like, what are
You
we-
don't truck with Will Levis?
Absolutely bananas what just
The
happened.
Kroger Field legend?
Oh my goodness.
Take a look
mean,
one more
just-
time. Cashman's friendly
What
ghost
are we
got
doing?
trucking,
And
but
the
Levis
fact
fumbled
that
it.
two guys right there for Dez couldn't recover that is absolutely sickening.
I think he was trying to throw the ball at the last second. Throw it away. I pressed the right stick in and then got. But he was already past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He was well past.
He was well past the line of
Sometimes
scrimmage.
you press the wrong button. You flick the stick on accident.
Oh man.
Users never hit a wrong button.
Users never hit a wrong button a day in his life.
I have, but not Fancy in this moment.
Levis, bad snap, steps
That's
up.
a
He has
bang.
Fred Taylor. He's open, and Fancy takes the lead as we hit the fourth quarter. He's got his eye on back-to-back belts.
That's 21 unanswered, man. Fancy just cooking up, getting in his bag.
And by the way, in case we forgot, remember Fancy went 20-0 in the second half against Big Tay.
Yeah.
He's starting off here with a shutout.
Second half type of player.
Second half Fancy.
Shows you what the confidence does, the adjustments. And it's getting a little scary here for Dez in the most feared challenge.
You want to take that hit on the kickoff? Take a look one more time. Taylor on that wheel route, wide open. Great
been-
play design.
Being patient, stepping up in the pocket, getting Taylor out the backfield on that streak, the wheel route.
Still plenty of time left for Dez, though.
Edge blitz.
Out route. A.J. Brown, first down.
And those speed outs are so good. We used to have just the regular out route. Now this year in Madden 25, you got those speed outs. They go a little bit quicker. You can custom stem them up the field as well. That's exactly what Dez did there. They do a great job kind of getting underneath those deep zones.
Yeah, the speed out is a tough route. Great addition to Madden 25.
Little check down there, drag route. DK Metcalf, just an absolute beast. You see, he just kind of breaks tackles, falls forward. Goes back to the trips flex.
That's good defense.
Oh, he was charging up to throw. He was yinging it.
I don't know where he was throwing to.
He was yinging it somewhere.
Everything looked covered from my eyes.
I think he was trying to throw that seam streak. Gonna try to get it behind the defender, but it didn't look open.
You ever have a sack save you from throwing an interception?
Dig back in the well.
Go pick up
Scramble
the
with
first
Levis?
down. Levis steps out of bounds, 1st and 10. You see, by the way, how about the adjustments from Fancy at halftime? He was getting torn up. And now all of a sudden make a couple defensive adjustments, getting some pressure, and now all of a sudden he's getting stops.
No, did he?
Trips to the left side. Levis back to work. Does he have
might
him?
have a step.
Does he have him? He's got him, and he drops it. I mean, Dez at this point is just begging for something to go his way.
And it hurts because A.J. Brown's made so many big plays for Dez, but just can't come down with that one. He did have a step on him, too. It was a great pass lead there. Unfortunate play for Dez.
Takes the underneath. Yeah, DK Metcalf, he'll pick up the first down.
You kind of wondering, is Fancy kind of taking his foot off the gas on defense because he's not in that 6-1. He's going back to that edge blitz and, the Willie out of the dollar. And when he needed to stop and he needed to put pressure,
6-1.
he was in 6-1. He's kind of like, well, I'm going to let him drive. Hey, I'll have it last.
Is it the thought of he wants the, if
The last
he gets this
possession.
last possession, he feels like he's got the
Yeah.
best shot if he's finishing the game
Yeah.
with the final drive. Empties out, 5 out, 3 to the right side, to the left side. Levis back to pass. 4-man rush picked up nicely. Good coverage downfield. Late throw, and he misses him.
Tries to freestyle a little bit there. Rolls out. Tries to throw that drag last second. But Will Levis airmails it.
Feels like one of those plays where, I know Levis missed it, but you got the DB sitting there, seatbelt. No fly zone.
Oh, he has
him back in the end zone. A.J. Brown, feet in bounds. Yes, indeed. Touchdown, Dez.
And is Dez considering going for 2 here? I think it's too early for that right now.
We went for 2 in the first quarter. Why wouldn't you go for it here?
But with 3 minutes to go, if you don't get this, could be GG's. But he is going to get aggressive. You'll love to see it.
Analytics say it's the move. Football minds say maybe not. And
he catches
got
it.
Through contact. What a catch! And Dez has the lead.
A little chirping going on. Fancy didn't like that one. That was a close call right there. Contested throw, but somehow, some way he hangs on, and Dez now with the lead.
You guys got the golf or go for that at 3:33 left in the fourth?
I would never. I wouldn't. I'm tying that game up. I feel like it's too early, but that's why I'm in the booth.
He switched it over to Davis and literally pulled him off of A.J. Brown. And A.J. Brown went, cool, I'll take it.
Yeah, not having that pressure, unable to get there, like we talked about before with that switch stick, you end up giving open a wide open play. I think Dez went for the 2 because regardless, he knows this is the last possession. And if he can somehow come up with a stop, he wins the ball game. But Fancy just trying to get in field goal range. Pretty sure that true clock feature is going to come out soon. Or he might just milk this thing the natural way. Whoa. My bad.
2nd and 11. Absolute classic. Here, the most feared challenge. Levis rolling right. He's
Pressure?
under all sorts of pressure. 3rd and 11.
Remember, this is a potential $50,000 guap drive right now for Fancy. The belt's on the line. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Trying to go back to back.
Underneath, he's got Brown. Oh, he makes a man miss.
Styling and profiling right there. Getting jiggy with it.
Here we go, up the seam.
my.
And Chase makes the catch in coverage.
I don't know about
That's
that
not
one,
the
boys.
read.
That ain't it. And I think
3,
Fancy
that's not
knows
the
it.
read.
Gives a little smirk. He knows that could have been a gift to Dez.
I know both these guys have been there before, but you got to think there is a lot of nerves right now.
Handoff.
It's Fred Taylor. He's got room. And he's down to the 42-yard line. And that will take us down to the 2-minute warning. How aggressive do you get defensively, TD, if you're Dez, knowing he's in field goal range and he can clock this game?
Yeah, I mean, because you kind of hope that Fancy would just score a touchdown now, but that's not going to be the case. If Fancy gets a big completion, he's just going to run backwards.
Handoff. Inside, Fred Taylor.
Clock running, no timeout taken yet.
I wouldn't take it there either.
It don't matter when you take it. We know what time it is.
Milk and cookies time?
Absolutely.
Appreciate everybody hanging out with us all day long, whether you're watching on Twitch, whether you're watching on X. We do appreciate it. Nick Mazesco, Tyler Davis, one great user, taking you through the most feared challenge. Woo! Screamed at. Brought the heat.
I would have ran the ball again.
Yeah, I agree.
He got to show me he can stop it.
Here's what's crazy, 3rd and 5. If you get it to a 4th and 1, are you going for it?
It's an interesting call if it gets to a 4th and 5 here.
In situations like this, I feel this is when Dez is at his best.
Got the drag route. It's Jamar Chase. First down, breaking tackles. Stay in bounds. He got spine buster. Was that Batista? Good Lord.
The animals out there.
From the top rope, man.
And you see Dez forced to call his first time out now. This is a tough spot. Back against the wall here.
In so many situations we've seen Dez come over for stop right here because this is when he realized, like, yo, I got to get crazy. I got to get crazy to make a stop.
And let's be clear, he was down like this in the quarterfinals. Came back that game.
Yeah, this is where I feel like Dez is at his best because he's
When
one
the
of those
pressure's
guys-
on, he's one of the best.
He makes those crazy adjustments. He's like, I knew that guy was going to be open for 6, but my gut told me to play this right here, and he usually gets that stop. So Fancy's in a tough position right now. Even though he's in field goal range, he still needs to.
It helped that
needs 4 yards.
Okoye picked up 6 right there, though. He's fighting forward.
The one thing that I think helps him is the fact that his run game has been good so far. 2nd and 4. Stretch right. Stop. Timeout taken. See, here's the only thing is I don't love going to that I form. I know it's worked for him on the goal line, but when you go to that I form, he's running the ball.
I would have went the shotgun run. That shotgun run.
The shotgun run's been good, and at least makes you be honest about the pass.
Yeah, you got to respect it. And so now,
I think Fancy goes to the air here. He's looking for
absolutely,
one dot.
absolutely, he's going to the air. There's no way, an offensive high-power guy like him is just going. Oh my gosh!
Oh my God! He got screamed at, and he's going to give Dez a timeout. 4th and 5. What does Fancy do
This
here?
is not a guarantee that you're going to kick this field goal.
It looks like he's bringing the offense back out on the
I
field.
would kick it. I would kick it because the way the clock is now.
He's got 3 timeouts in his pocket.
Yeah, the way the clock is now right here is just. I would kick it because he doesn't have that many plays. That's why I'm not. I would have ran that ball to try to pull that last time out of him, but that's too late.
Here we go. 4th and 5. Timeout taken. Now I don't love going for it because you've used your final. You have to pick this up.
You have to.
This is
if
your
you don't
ball
get
game.
this, it's over. What a game between these two.
Fancy laid it all on the line for back-to-back belts.
like
Metcalf in motion. Levis back to pass. He's got him. End zone. Jamar Chase 2 feet in, and Fancy scores. You want to talk about a result that is kind of mid for both players. Yes, Dez gives up the touchdown, but he gets the ball back, and for Fancy, he needed to get that.
A win-win for both guys right there. And
This is a big 2-point conversion. He needs these two.
This is big right here.
I don't know about y'all, but Dez don't feel like that's a win. He wants to stop.
That's why I said it was the mid play. I don't know if it was a win play, but
it wasn't
mid
a win,
for both
but
players.
it's not the
It's
worst
better
thing.
than him just
Not
picking
the
up a
worst
first
thing.
down.
Absolutely.
Better than him just picking up the first down. And
But that goes to show Fancy's confidence. Usually, like 70%
he
of Madden
dialed that
players,
up and he threw it.
70% of Madden players probably kicked that field goal, but not Fancy.
User
He's
said
so
he was.
confident.
User said I'm kicking it.
He's so confident right now.
But
that he
I
went
would have
for
ran
that.
the ball
On
3 straight times, though. You know what I'm saying?
What does he get here? Levis back to pass on the 2-point conversion to that little smoke screen, and Jamar Chase makes it a 7-point game.
And that's the same play before that he scored in the red zone when he played Big Tay, having that little hitch, goes back to it, and just catching Dez asleep. Nice dot, walks into the end zone.
Here we go. 36 seconds, 1 timeout, 1 drive, 50K on the line as we take a look one more time. Jamar Chase, 2 feet down, yes indeed. And you see Fancy, it's back to business.
And you understand why Dez came out there with those adjustments. He does not want him to get the first down.
No first down. You're either scoring or I'm getting the stop. That was the 2 options. Here we go, 35 seconds.
Gonna take off with Will Levis, get as much as he can, get out of bounds.
Well, Jerry Sneed laid down back there.
You'll take that all day long. And this is what the Madden Championship Series is all about, boys. One drive, 50,000 on the line, a belt on the line. That's a good way to start it there. Easy scramble, get out of bounds too, save that last time out.
Out route.
Out route to Chase, feet inbounds, he falls out of bounds. 4 seconds off the clock. Dez is in midfield. Back to work, bunch to the right side. A.J. Brown, solo receiver, to the left. Now he's going to go 5 out, putting Taylor on that left side. Fancy's in the corner route to DK. That was dangerous. That clock's running. Final timeout taken by Dez. Do you like him? It looked like he was in the dollar there.
Yeah, and that time Fancy actually used the left slot DB, something he hasn't really done much. And
I like that switch up.
yeah, I liked it too. It kind of caught Dez off guard, but then Dez was able to still make a nice throw in the corner route. Was tackled inbound, so no timeouts left.
This gets scary, user. Cannot use the middle of the field here with how the runoff is.
Can't take a sack as well.
It's either going to be a touchdown or go out of bounds. Levis back to pass. Looks right side. He's got Taylor. Nope, feet aren't in bounds. Only 1.
That hurts. Because that would have put you inside the 30 there. from the motion out that running back again.
I don't expect to see any more cover 6 Willie for the rest of the game. Straight edge blitz, you cannot risk the match coverage, giving up a bomb.
Levis.
Edge blitz again.
Here comes the pressure. Throws it left side. It's AJ.
He's
AJ
inbounds.
again. No, clock is running.
He's
11
inbounds.
seconds. 10 seconds.
And he get a playoff.
No, that's it, man.
That's your ball game. And like his Cowboys in 93 and 94, Fancy is Mr. Back-to-Back. He is your most feared challenge champion.